Yo, yo,
Yeah.
yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
You.
I'm good. I see everybody's in here. Hold on, I'm gonna change the screen on Zoom so I can see everybody. The
There
gallery view or whatever.
you go.
What up, what up, what up?
Got a bunch of people from all over the country here. Really excited to hang for a little bit and ask you some questions.
This is crazy. I've never done anything like this. This is cool though.
Well, cool. I'm glad we could be the first ones to do this with you.
Sick. Yeah, I'm
Super
down.
excited, man. Well, first I want to say congratulations on your sophomore album,
Thank you, thank
LIMBO.
you, thank you, thank you.
Fire.
Appreciate it. I see Chris over there got the whole background. That's fire.
You know, I was reading through some of your Instagram posts. There was a few songs that you mentioned that made it onto the album, but you've had them locked up for quite some time. What made you think this was the right time to share some of those songs with your fans and I guess the world?
Oh, yeah, I really felt like, just personally for me, the Limbo album, regardless of what people review it or whatever the streams get, it was very therapeutic for me personally. I've never really gone to like therapy or anything like that, but making the music for this album was really just helpful for me, like in my mental, just to be able to live my life, I guess, just growing up. The title really came from just me being kind of stuck in limbo, like genuinely, like going from like a young man to an adult, I guess. And that transition isn't easy for anybody. I know everybody here is probably growing up and has experienced something like that in their life. So for me, I just felt kind of lost, and like I was trying to figure out what I was doing. No matter what success brings, I think everyone is human, and everybody needs that sort of path to figure out what they're doing, and they're always trying to choose between two different things. So the title was really to let people know, like, I'm no better than you. I'm just figuring it out. I'm still like a regular dude, just trying to, work my way through this shit,
Oh
I
yeah,
guess.
man, I love that.
Yeah. Wait, I shouldn't cuss, right? My
No,
bad.
you
I'm
can.
sorry.
It's fine.
Okay, cool.
It's
Cool, my bad.
2020.
All right, I don't know, man. I don't want to be disrespectful,
No, you're good. You're good. So that's awesome. I mean, you have features in Vulture. I mean, Spotify billboards, Amazon Music billboards, Verdi
Thank
merch
you. Yeah.
collaboration. I mean, 2020's treating you pretty good, I would
Yeah,
say.
I mean, we're trying to work, just trying to make sure we're giving people what they want. I hadn't really put out merch in a long time. I hadn't really giving people what they wanted. So I wanted to make sure we gave everybody like quality content,
For sure. I got the Club Banana socks I wear every once in a while.
Oh, fire, fire, fire.
How's Ollie?
Oh, he's good. He's somewhere running around in the yard. My dog is an asshole, but he's good.
What do you think his favorite song on the album is?
Uh, actually, I had an outro song for Limbo that didn't make the album, and Ollie was featured on it. He was like barking at the end of the song, and I cut it because his barks weren't really on key.
Right, right. It
He
wasn't
didn't make the cut.
not enough oomph.
Not enough oomph. He
It
didn't. He
wasn't
didn't.
scary. It
He
wasn't
didn't have
scary.
the talent.
Nah, dang, Ollie, we got to work on that.
Yeah,
Well, you did your live from Limbo YouTube performance last night or
I
yesterday,
did.
wherever people were watching. It was absolutely amazing, and I
Thank
feel
you. Thank you.
like you're welcome. It was something that we all needed. Like we haven't been to a live show or anything of that nature in so long. And you guys did such an awesome job. And it was like the first time really performing it to an audience, right? The album.
Yeah. That was our first time ever performing some of the songs, and it hasn't even been a week since the album comes out. So I definitely messed up the words on a couple songs, but it was great. It was great.
No one caught it. No one
It was
caught
great. Yeah, I think
it.
that's what made it cool.
My favorite part was the dedication to your mom.
Oh, thank you.
The
Yeah.
song.
My mom was watching, so I had to
Yeah.
shout her out.
Our moms, they're special, man. They deserve all the recognition in the world, and I'm glad you shouted her out.
Yeah, of course, I had to.
And she's still in Portland.
Yeah, my whole family's still in Portland,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
Can we touch on some things a little bit going on in your hometown? I mean, 2020 has been a crazy ass year for everyone, but it seems like PDX things still seem to be escalating a little bit. Like, what are your thoughts on what's happening? Do you have any words maybe for the people of Portland, or maybe for the elected officials that are supposed to be protecting our city and taking care of our city? Do you have any thoughts or want to touch on?
Yeah. I mean, for me, growing up in Portland as a Black person, in a very white state. It wasn't, you didn't really feel welcome growing up there. So for me, my love for Portland, Oregon is very, very bittersweet. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't welcoming to me growing up there as a kid. So the protests and what's going on right now is completely messed up. Like kidnapping people and putting them in unmarked vans is the craziest. Is the crazy. I didn't think the year could get crazier after the protest, but I mean, the feds kind of prove it every time. You know what I mean? It's just kind of. I don't really think our mate Ted Wheeler is like doing everything right at all. But for me, I personally just think change won't come until Black lives are valued. You know what I mean? And Black lives aren't really that valued in Portland, Oregon, and that's what the sad part about it. I think the people showing up to protest, it's a very, very beautiful thing to see the city come out and gather as a community. But I do feel like there's a lot more work to do because a lot of the Black people in Portland are getting moved out every other week. You know what I mean? They're raising up rent while people don't have jobs.
Mm-hmm.
How is that supposed to make any sense?
Well, I appreciate those words. And
sorry, I wasn't trying to make everybody sad and shit.
No. I think it's important to hear it, and from, people that watch you, look up to you. I think it's important that they hear your thoughts as well on some of these issues that are happening, especially, in a city that can be so beautiful and can give, beautiful fruits as far as music goes and culture and like all that. So I appreciate you touching on that for us a little bit. And, we support you. We love you here in the PDX.
Thank you.
And yeah, man, we're wishing you so much more success to come. We do have a few people from Portland on the call as well as all over the country. So let's get to some of the listeners and fans and their questions.
Okay, sick. You want to do one at a time?
Yeah, we're going to do one at a time. We'll let them ask their question. We'll keep it quick. And
oh, just FYI, this is just some random background. I don't actually live here. My friend did this. My house is not this cool at all. So
this is what happens when you work hard, guys.
Just a fake ass background. But let's go. Sorry.
I did that. Let's go with Mikey in Sherwood. Mikey Chadas.
What's up? Glitter Pop. Speaking of, I don't know if you recognize that.
I do.
That's your vest right there. Yeah.
What up, man? What you doing?
At the last one, I'm pretty sure you said something about making that a music festival. And I'm pretty sure you said that. And if that is true, is that still in the works? And when can we expect that? This is like very, I haven't really told anybody this, but like I did have something planned for Portland that was going to be a special event. That's the most I can say. It didn't really have much to do with Glitter Pop. It was just something that I really had planned for 2020 for people with the Limbo album, but crowds can't really gather together anymore. So maybe in like 2021, 22, hopefully. But my man really has the vest, so that's fire. I see that in the background. Shout out to you. Yeah, got that after the show.
Shout out to you, man. Appreciate
Shout out to your assistant. She gave it to me.
Yeah. What's her name? Gab. She is in. I think she's in Philadelphia right now, quarantining with her family. So yeah. I would call her and say thank you, but she's not here right now.
Awesome. Thanks, Mikey. We're going to go to Lauren in Dayton, Ohio. Lauren?
Yeah.
I think she's here.
Hey.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay, first off, I just wanted to show you this. I painted a water bottle with your face on it, and I'm
crazy.
Crazy about it. Yeah, but
oh wait, your boy, somebody else has it in the chat.
Yeah, that's my boyfriend.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, I made it for him.
Oh, fire.
Yeah.
Fire. Shout out to you guys.
But I wanted to know what your favorite song off Good For You was and why.
My favorite song off of Good For You, I think it's Sundays. Yeah. Sundays for me was just like my first time getting really, really personal for fans. And just talking about my father and my mom on a song, just kind of, it felt natural, and I was really proud of that beat as well. What's that song that Drake has? with the do you guys know that song "Right Hand" by Drake? You know that song? You're my right hand, you're my go-to, whatever. That sample in that song was produced by Frank Dukes, and Frank Dukes produced Sundays, and he uses that same sample in Sundays,
Dang,
but he just like slowed it down. Yeah,
that's so cool.
yeah. Just a random fact, you know.
Awesome. Thanks, Lauren.
Thank
We're
you.
going to jump to Michael in Corvallis. Michael, what's your question for Aminé?
Corvallis.
Yeah, first of all, I went to Benson High School, so I'm also an alum. I'm from Portland originally. So
Oh, crazy.
I
You went to
actually,
Benson?
yeah, I went to Benson. I'm class of 18.
Oh, crazy. Okay. Yeah, we definitely didn't go to school together, but
I'm really younger. My question would be like, what's kept you focused since like after your hit single Caroline came out up until now, like throughout your career?
say that again. What was my what?
What's kept you focused throughout your career?
Man, just I guess the hunger for more. I think for anyone, no matter what you do, if it's trying to be a doctor, trying to be a whatever, it doesn't matter what it is. I think just trying to be the best at exactly what you're doing is super important. For you to care about exactly what you're doing is the most important part to me, because for me, music wise, no matter if I have a hit or if I don't, I care about the music. That's my first rule, you know. With an album or with a single, I think we have to really put all of our efforts and really be honest with the fans and make something that is true to us, and not do it because of popularity's sake or whatever the hell, you know, it is. It's just trying to make sure you're staying true to yourself as an artist, or true to yourself as I mean, what are you majoring in? Are you in Corvallis going to Oregon State?
Yeah, I am. I major in mechanical engineering.
Oh, crazy. Yeah. I mean, do you fuck with it? Do you like it?
Yeah, I'm trying to do something for Benson later on. But
Oh, crazy.
uh,
Fire. Yeah.
but yeah,
Benson's a polytechnic school, so they need that, you know. I was in radio bullshit though when I was in school there, so I wasn't.
there too.
I wasn't like you. Oh, you was in radio?
He's still there, but I was in there for a little bit. Yeah.
Crazy, yeah. You know, that's the class where you get to like bullshit. Good to meet you though, man. Hopefully Corvallis is more to do than what I remember, because there was like not much to do there.
Same old, same old.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks, Michael. We're going to take it over to Aria in Lubbock, Texas. Aria.
Crazy.
Okay, hi. My question.
Yo, sorry, you're in Lubbock, Texas?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Sort of. I'm kind of ready to move out, but yeah, I like it.
Man, my first experience in Lubbock, Texas was crazy. My first show I ever did in Lubbock, Texas was wild. It was really racist and really scary, but it was, you know, you're black, so I'm trying to make sure you're good out there, you know.
Oh yeah, it's I've been here all my life. There's a couple of people that's also in here that's from there.
Oh,
But
crazy.
my question was like, what influenced you mostly like to start your rap career?
I think for me it was just something I felt like I was actually like good at, because I had played basketball and I had tried to do track and field as like a serious thing and really work out and try to do something. But making music was the first time I ever felt like I was good at what I was doing, or I felt like I could actually do this as a career. So it was the first time I really felt good about myself personally. So that's why I kind of pursued it, you know.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's a good question. Good to meet you as well.
You too.
Thanks, Aria. We have a few people from Lubbock, so maybe we could just go down the line here.
Crazy.
Alexis, what's your question for Aminé?
She actually just kind of asked my question, but my other question was, as far as like music, like I know you said you have put out an album, but like, do you have any new music that you're working on?
Yeah, definitely. Like I got a microphone in my house, like nonstop. Music for me kind of never stops. I make music like every week. You know what I mean? For us, there's like hundreds and hundreds of songs people don't ever get to hear. So they kind of go through like a rigorous process. Like we'll make a bunch of shit and then maybe save it for later, or use it 10 years from now. You know, we never know sometimes. So it varies, but yeah, I'm always making music. Good to meet you as well, virtually.
Good to meet you too.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Alexis. We're going to go over to Dallas in Lubbock, Texas. What's your question for Aminé?
Dallas in Lubbock, Texas. That's a funny sentence.
Dallas, are you here? Did you leave?
Yeah, I don't think I said Dallas.
We're going to
Just gotta unmute her.
Yeah. You're muted. You're muted.
I'm trying to see if I can unmute her from my controls.
Hello.
Oh.
There we
Hi.
go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you now.
Okay. First, I wanted to say you dropped Limbo on my birthday, so like that was the coolest thing.
Oh, crazy! Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But my question was, what is your biggest goal for your music career?
My biggest goal is just to really find a fruitful and enjoyable career. Really, you know, just to be able to be comfortable and be able to like do exactly what I want when I want, which is what I'm doing currently. But just to be able to do that forever is something that I would love to be able to do. Because sometimes, you know, you retire. Like Jay-Z, I think he was like like over 40 years old or like close to 50 when he put out 444, the album a couple years ago. And it was a really good album. And me as a young person, I was like really impressed by that, because I was like, to be able to be that old and still put out really good music was
To still be on the top.
Yeah, it was something I aspired to be like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I thought that was dope. That's a great question.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dallas.
Thank you.
Good to meet you. Happy birthday again.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to move it over to David in Nashville, Tennessee. David, what's your question for Aminé?
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
What up, the boyfriend?
Yeah. I wanted to shout out Lauren again for this because this is crazy.
What a good boyfriend.
So I'm Habesha too.
Word.
I remember when Caroline dropped and like all of Habesha Twitter was going crazy. It was like in all the groupies and WhatsApp texts. So I wanted to know, and I appreciate a lot that you you speak in Amharic like every album a little bit. Like you did a lot on Baba. So I appreciate that you got out your friends a lot too and got them around you. So I wanted to know like what role you think your culture like plays in your music.
Oh man, that's a great question. I think my culture plays a huge role in my music, because anybody as an artist being honest, no matter what your background is, I think you got to speak about how you were raised or what your background is. I think for me it comes natural though. You know what I mean? Like I don't like think about that too much, because it's like how I was raised. I was raised Eritrean and Ethiopian. So the Habesha in me kind of just shows in the music on accident. You know what I mean? It's just, I grew up speaking both languages, and I grew up, loving my culture and how I was raised. So for me, it was very important to show that in the music as well. I think he froze, but hopefully I answered the question.
That was good. Thanks, David. We're going to push it over to Aiden in Amarillo, Texas.
Hi.
Good, 5. What up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, man. Chilling.
Good.
Listen, you see, my crib is crazy.
I know. I was like thinking about it, and I was like, man, like if I can only get there one day.
Yeah, man. I still gotta get there. Shit. But what's your question, man?
Yeah, I was just wondering, kind of like what you were like consuming from like music and movies and just like stuff like that. Like, what like got you into the mindset to make this album?
A lot. I think the main thing was just like living a life. I think a lot of my fans were kind of like, I guess like a bit frustrated with the fact that I went away from social media for like a year or something like that. But for me, I kind of needed that, because I needed to mentally detach myself from the internet to be able to make something that was going to be important to people, I guess, music wise, because it's hard to make music that really will last and is going to be timeless if you're always on the internet, because you're going to always be influenced by what's hot right now. So I personally put my phone away to not be influenced by what's going on and to make something that I thought was dope.
and to make something that I thought would last. And I
Yep.
feel like we kind of accomplished that with this album, and I'm really proud of it, you know. So great question.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it a lot.
Of course.
Right on, Aiden. Thank you
Good
so much.
talking to you, man.
Of course. Yeah, you too.
We got a couple more people in Amarillo. Let's go with Isaiah. Isaiah, what question do you have for Aminé?
What's up, man?
What up? What up?
I wanted to ask, what was your favorite song to record on Limbo?
On Limbo. I think my favorite song to record. What's weird is, bro, we recorded all those songs over 2 years in different cities and different places over a lot of time. So every song was really fun, but I think the most fun I've had was when we recorded Pressure in My Palms, because I recorded that song in London with Slow Tie there, and then I recorded Vince's verse in LA, and then I recorded my verse in Portland. So it just like, that song took a lot of time to make because we all worked on it together personally. So it was really fun to be able to put something together over time and see this, like, that song is like a 2-part song. So there's a lot of depth in it, you know? So putting that together wasn't easy, but it was definitely fun to make. Good question.
Thank you, man.
Good to meet you, man.
Good to meet you.
Yeah.
All right. We got Talton and Amarillo as well. What's your question, Talton?
Hey, what's up?
Yup. You driving right now?
Wait, say that again?
I said, you driving right now?
Yeah, bro. I'm going to meet up with a friend.
Oh, you gotta be safe, brother. I'm praying for you.
Bro, I'm focused. I'm focused. I keep my eyes on the road. But I just want to say, calling Brio is slept on.
Yes, sir.
That's like,
yes, sir.
Like my dad showed me that whenever I was like super young, and he put me on to you. So, but I was just asking, like, because you've made a lot of your beats, and I feel like you don't get enough credit as a producer. So like, I was wondering like what DAWs you really like came up working with.
I came up working with Logic, man. That was, I know that sounds kind of weird for a lot of producers, but I came up working on Logic.
That's what me and my friend Aiden, the last guy that talked to you.
Oh, word.
Together, and we both use Logic.
Sick. Okay,
so that's
fine. Yeah, I was using, a lot of people now are using Ableton, you know what I mean? But for me, I use Logic a lot because it was easy to record my own vocals, because I didn't have enough money to get an engineer, so I would have to like literally record myself, press record, and then go on the mic or whatever. So yeah, Logic was my main choice, man. Good question.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and also good luck on y'all music, man. Keep doing it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Drive safe, Talton.
Yeah, drive safe, bro.
Let's go over to Evan in Lubbock. Tomato.
Hi.
Yo, I see the Tupac background.
Oh. So my question is, if someone had come to you, like, say 15 years ago and told you that you would be this famous person and have all these like hit songs, like, what would you have told them?
I would have told him, you a goddamn liar. I would have said, get away from me. Because I definitely, it's you know, on a serious note, it's very, very hard to believe in yourself when the internet is so saturated now, you know what I mean, with whatever you want to do, especially in music and things like that. There's so many people making music nowadays, so it's definitely harder to see through and find music that's good at the same time. So for me, I personally didn't know that music would work out for me. I had like a backup plan. That's why I went to college. I was like, shit, I don't know if like music will work out, so I might as well just get a job, you know? So luckily it worked out, and I'm here now talking to you, and you're complimenting me, which feels amazing. Thank you. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Good question as well.
We got Amy in Amarillo. Amy, what's your question for Aminé?
Hi. My question to you is, more like, who inspired Caroline?
For me, it was just more so like just women that I kind of knew that I really, really liked and had crushes on. You know, it was
it was more so based off of like the ideal perfect woman, but there isn't really a perfect woman, so that isn't really the best way to explain it, I guess. But it was more so like, yeah, I didn't actually know anybody named Caroline. No, that to answer your question, yeah, it's more like a figurative kind of thing. Good question, though. Good question.
And I also wanted to know what your what's your writing method? How do you sit there and just like write lyrics and stuff?
At first, if somebody shows me a beat, I don't really write at first. I will just like randomly mumble random ideas and melodies. So like, I'll just like randomly hum things, and then I'll write the words like a little later, and then that's how I kind of put together a song. But like, if I have a lyric that I really like on Limbo, the intro song called Burden, I have a lyric that says, "Bury me before I'm a burden." And I had that written in my phone for like 2 years before I even put it on a song. So things like that kind of, it's pretty like all over the place the way I write music. It isn't really organized. So yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I think I got everyone. There might be one more, but I can't see her name. That might need to ask a question.
It says iPhone.
It just says iPhone. Yeah, she's got beautiful curly hair.
My fault, y'all.
Hey, iPhone.
No, it's all good. What up, iPhone?
Okay, now.
Tell Aminé your name and where you're calling from and your question, porfa, please.
Okay, my name is Manaya and I'm from Lubbock.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And my question is, what was the biggest shock to you coming into the music industry?
Oh, the biggest shock. For me, I guess I naively, thought like some people would be kind to me just because they're being kind. You know what I mean? But I guess because I'm from a small city, I was like just hyped to be here, and I didn't know people had alternative motives. You know what I mean? Like if you're being nice, I'll be naturally nice to you, but then they'll ask me to do something for them the next day. You know what I mean? So that was a bit frustrating for me. But I also, like, I got 2 arms, 2 legs, my eyes work, I can hear right, like I'm blessed. So it's not the worst thing in the world,
Yeah.
Yeah. That was really just surprised me. Nothing, I don't got the juicy hot news for you, but that's all I got.
I love it.
But that was a great question though. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Mm-hmm.
We'll pass it over to DJ Rovro, and I think we're good. Rovro, what do you got for Aminé today?
What's up, my man? How's everything going?
What up, man? How you guys doing?
Doing well, man. We're here, just like you said. But yeah, our question is, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen at a show?
Craziest thing I've ever seen at a show. I was in London, and on some like Michael Jackson, this girl was front row, and she completely like pushed the security guard out of the way, and she ran on stage like charging towards me, and I was like, yo, like I genuinely had to stop the song, and I was a little scared, but my security guard grabbed her, and he pulled off the stage. She was just really excited. She wasn't even like trying to hurt me or nothing. Yeah, she was just lit. She was just hyped, and it was honestly it was a really funny moment. Yeah,
man. But yeah, that was our question. Appreciate you. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
For sure, man. Keep doing what you do.
Appreciate you. Yeah, much love.
I love it. Well, thanks, Aminé. This was so awesome.
Thank you guys. This is the coolest meet and greet thingy in the world. I've never seen something like this, so this is cool. Good to meet you.
The new normal.
Y'all see my house.
Oh yeah.
You know what it is.
Fallen off the new album. It's done and over. I want to do one quick group photo before we let you go, so we could document the ish. Everybody's.
My hand keeps disappearing, but okay.
Here we go. 3, 2. Yes, love it. Well, congrats again, Aminé. We always love talking with you.
Of course. Anytime. Good to meet all you guys, for real. Thank you guys for being here.
And stay safe, and we're looking forward to chatting with you again soon.
Yes, ma'am. See you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
Peace
Thank
out.
you.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.